This is Michael Liebman, and I'm going to be presenting a lecture on the disease process, understanding the role of genomics and proteomics. What I'd like to start with is actually a take-home message so that you can use this throughout your following this presentation. I want you to know that disease is a process, it's not a state, and I'll explain this, of course, later. Genes and proteins may indicate risk for a disease. They may indicate presence of a disease or the subtype of a disease, and they may also indicate the status of response or non-response to a specific treatment. Biology involves systems, and it's dependent on a series of pathways and processes and networks of these pathways and processes. And most importantly, although specific genes or proteins may indicate disease risk or aid in diagnosis, they may not be the actual causes of the disease because correlation does not imply causality. So the learning objectives are initially to look at the definitions of diseases and syndromes, also the definitions of genetics, genomics, and proteomics, because we're going to be talking about things that aren't directly involving the technology of measuring them, but really what their role is and how to understand that role. And then the fact that the relationship between genes and proteins is not a one-to-one relationship. Biology, whether it's functional or dysfunctional, involves processes and networks. As I said, disease is a process, not a state. And then I'm going to give you two case studies, and they'll involve genes and proteins and hopefully enable you to see how to put together everything that we're discussing to start with.